Welcome to Calinado. Today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 American romance movies. If you enjoy this compilation of movies, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned until the end of the video and share your favorite film with us in the comments. Number 10. Katie's Mom, 2023. Director, Tyrell Schaffner.
Parasite's sucking on him now for the rest of his life, and you are free to do whatever it is that you want. Want to go on an adventure, Nancy Drew?
Follows Nancy Rosenfield, a divorced woman who harbors a deep resentment and anger towards her ex-husband. Nancy is planning their annual family Christmas tradition with her children Katie and Eli. This year she's more excited because Katie, a naive 20-something desperate for a change, has returned home from college with her first boyfriend, Alex Rojas. And while Nancy embraces her new life as a single woman and mother, she lets go of certain behaviors for Katie and Alex to maintain a happy atmosphere for the holidays. Soon, Alex seizes the opportunities Nancy passes on to him as a form of comfort, and the two begin an affair. Number 9. Sinister Seduction, 2019. Director, Damian Romay.
Oh my God, Dylan.
Sorry.
I wasn't expecting anyone.
Don't worry about it. I mean, you have nothing to be sorry about.
Recently widowed Sharon, Christina Klebe, is concerned when her son Anthony, Sebastian Cabanas, has trouble fitting in at school. However, her worries end when Dylan, Tanner Buchanan, an athlete and one of the most popular boys at school, suddenly befriends Anthony. But the more time Dylan spends at the house, the more Sharon suspects that his interests lie with her as opposed to her son. And as Dylan's obsession with her turns dangerous, she discovers that Dylan's advances have a more sinister motive than she could have ever guessed. Revenge for something in Sharon's past that she thought had long since been buried. Number 8. How He Fell in Love, 2015. Director, Mark Myers.
Oh, as we walk through.
Look like Audrey Hepburn does.
Shut up.
A struggling musician enters into a chance affair with a married woman. The illicit encounters and resulting bond affect both in lasting and significant ways. Travis is a young musician, and his band means everything to him. But despite Monica's support and love, he feels lost. He believes he needs to make some changes in his life, so he decides to enroll in yoga classes with Ellen, whom he met at a wedding. She is married to Henry, but when she meets Travis, nothing stops her from starting an affair with him. This passionate romance, which takes place in New York City, gradually develops into an intimate and deep connection that threatens to destroy their orderly lives. Number 7. Out of the Blue, 2022. Director, Neil LaBute.
Oh my God, me too.
I can't think about another person since I met you.
I never want this to end.
After spending time in prison on an assault charge, Connor Bates, Ray Nicholson, now works at a library and spends his free time running, swimming, and trying to rebuild his world. When he meets Marilyn Chambers, Diane Kruger, the wife of a wealthy businessman, they collide in an intense physical and emotional relationship, and he dives headfirst into a fantasy of adultery. The ex-con with a heart of gold is seemingly destined for the trophy wife, the only hitch in their idyllic new life together. Marilyn is trapped in a nightmare with an abusive husband and vulnerable stepdaughter. Number 6. Lonely Planet, 2024. Director, Susanna Grant.
You followed me yesterday.
I just wanted to make sure you were safe.
Am I?
Novelist Catherine Lowe, Laura Dern, is suffering from artist's block. To recharge her batteries and finally finish her next book, she decides to spend time at a well-known Moroccan resort specifically for writers. Among the guests is Owen Brophy, Liam Hemsworth, about 20 years Catherine's junior, but with no literary background and simply accompanying his girlfriend, Lily, Diana Silvers. Through conversations, Catherine and Owen get to know each other better, and what begins as a simple vacation encounter blossoms into a love affair that will change their lives. Number 5. The Lifeguard, 2013. Director, Liz W. Garcia.
Despite our elderliness, some things remain from our youth.
Lee, Kristen Bell, is almost 30, living the perfect life in New York. But her career and love life unexpectedly collapse, and she's forced to return to her hometown in the suburbs. There, she returns to living and behaving as she did in her youth, hangs out with her old friends who never left the neighborhood, and even applies for the same position she held in high school as a pool lifeguard. Lee relives a second adolescence, ignoring everything, evading any responsibilities, and beginning a relationship with a younger man. But she soon realizes she must grow up. She's not 15 anymore. Every decision has consequences, and this time they won't just affect her. Number 4. The Only Living Boy in New York, 2017. Director, Mark Webb.
You think you're gonna steal him away from my mother?
Get any man you want in the city.
Could I get you?
What?
Thomas Webb, a recent graduate from a wealthy New York publishing family, secretly dreams of becoming a writer. Dire and often awkward around girls, he's still a teenager at heart until the day he catches his father on a romantic date with a beautiful woman. Obsessed by this vision, he decides to discover the identity of this extramarital affair and quickly meets Johanna. Against all odds, she decides to make Thomas her other lover. Torn between morality and passion, Thomas will experience a tumultuous transition into adulthood. Number 3. The Aftermath, 2019. Director, James Kent.
If you're going to spy on a girl, the least you could do is pay her a compliment.
Yes, of course.
It's 1946 post, World War II Germany. Rachel Morgan, Keira Knightley, arrives in Hamburg to reunite with her husband, Lewis, Jason Clarke. The city is in ruins and it's the middle of winter. This British colonel is tasked with rebuilding the shattered city. Upon moving into their new home, Lewis makes an unusual decision. They will share this large house with its former owners, whose property had been repossessed. They are Stephen Lubert, Alexander Skarsgård, a German widower, and his daughter. In this charged atmosphere, hostility and pain give way to passion and betrayal. Number 2. The Boy. Next Door, 2015. Director, Rob Cohen.
That he walked out on you.
Honey, I need you to stay away from Noah, okay?
See you at school.
Hi, guys.
When a handsome, charming teenager named Noah, Ryan Guzman, moves in next door, newly separated high school teacher Claire Peterson, Jennifer Lopez, encourages his friendship and engages in a little bit of harmless, or so she thinks, flirtation. Although Noah spends much of the time hanging out with Claire's son, the teen's attraction to her is palpable. One night, Claire gives in to temptation and lets Noah seduce her. But when she tries to end the relationship, he turns violent. Number 1. Palm Springs, 2020. Director, Max Barbakow.
Nice.
Niles? Don't come in here!
Carefree, easygoing Niles is bored at an opulent California wedding. So is the bride's free-spirited and slightly cynical sister Sarah. When they get stuck in a time loop and relive the same wedding day over and over again, they look for ways to have fun, or at least not go crazy. Whatever they do, they will suffer no consequences in the morning, and so they gradually lose all inhibitions. This smart and crazy summer comedy romance will make you laugh out loud, and at the same time remind you that even when nothing seems to matter, it's worth preserving at least a little humanity and love.